organization. They offer year-round mentoring, summer experiences abroad, college advisement to low-income high school students, as well as motivating them to become leaders. They select troubled students who demonstrate reflection, altruism, and performance, a model that they call r.a.p. And then here now to share with us a little bit about what Summer Search has done for her is student Regina Bonsu. Regina, good to have you here with us.
Thanks.
Thanks. Let's talk a little bit about Summer Search. So you're part of Summer Search, and what exactly is, for somebody who doesn't know, somebody comes and says, well, what is Summer Search? What is it?
Summer Search is like a non-profit organization that sort of like helps students like myself to go on these trips where you kind of gain leadership and better yourself in a way that is positive and in a way that you're not used to. Mm-hmm. So the first year, your sophomore year, you go to, for me, I went to Colorado on a mountaineering trip, and I hiked like every day. Every day, and to get to like a certain point. And it was different, it was new, and it was tiring. Okay,
so you're not a hiker before this?
No.
So now you decide, so you're going hiking out every day?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's crazy.
Okay.
It's like, it just challenges you like to do like what you thought you couldn't do. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy.
So when I hear a little bit about Summer Search and what I've read and know, it's almost like for students, it's an out-of-the-box experience. You're not doing what you're normally comfortable in doing and stuff like that. What was that transition like for you, being the fact that you're coming out of the box?
It was different and difficult because the way we went to this program was like, I went to Colorado and I didn't know anybody there, and you meet people from different places and nobody knows each other, but you kind of get together and live with these people for like 21 days. And you're like, how am I going to put this off? But then you do it, and then you come out of it feeling like you accomplished something, you know?
Feel a little bit like you're on that reality TV show.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have this experience. So talk about how you got involved yourself. How'd you find out about Summer Search?
They came to my school once, like my sophomore year, and they talked about like these trips that you go to for free, and everybody was kind of interested, and then they went into like what you do on these trips, and then I was kind of hesitant, but then my teacher was like sort of forcing me to do it, you know, and I listened to her and I did it, and I applied, and I went through the interview process, and from there I got accepted. At first I didn't get accepted. I was put on a waiting list, and then I was so mad. And then once I got accepted, I was given a mentor, and so from the mentoring process, you start to build up your trip, and then you get on this trip.
So you start off as this person who really doesn't want to do this. Then you get pushed into doing this. You got a little hope about doing this. Then you get pushed to the waiting list. After you get pushed to the waiting list, now you're still frustrated. You go out there. Is it what you expected when you finally got the word?
Everybody's experience is different, and I guess I was expecting like this. I was expecting it to be hard, but I didn't expect it to be that hard while I was there. So
you talk about three words: reflection, altruism, performance. What does those mean to you?
Well, for the reflection part, after you're done with this trip, and even before, you reflect on yourself, and then after that, you reflect on what you did and how you can apply it to the way you live back home. And it makes you see things in a different way, like at a certain point. And the performance part, it's like what you do there is going to determine, like, it's going to affect the whole group, and it's going to affect how you move and what you eat and what you do there while you're there, how you live together, and it affects everything you do. So I think that's where the mentoring part comes into play, because the mentoring process helps you to, get into it and prepares you.
You talked about going into that house and not knowing anybody. That pretty much it was, in the house, 21 new people pretty much per se. How did you go about integrating yourself, and what was that whole process like?
I don't know. I guess we had instructors, so You live in the woods, basically. You set up your tarp and everything, and there's no house, nothing. But then when you live with somebody for a while, you just have to talk to them, and you just have to do stuff with them. And so from there, we just lived together as a group. And even though we got frustrated at times, we still had to know how to, balance things off.
Right. So 21 days you had to do it, and so what would you encourage people to, if somebody's watching right now and they say, this sounds like something I want to do, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that if you don't try this, then you're missing out on so much, because this is, even though it might sound crazy and you might be like, no, I don't want to do this, it's still like something that you should try, because New York City is not the only place in the world, and you're going to grow up and you're going to go to college or whatever, and you're going to see different people, different places, and you're going to feel like uncomfortable in certain settings. But this is a program that kind of helps you to get prepared for this kind of stuff. And I'm going to India this summer, and I know that I'm going to feel like left out and different, but it's another step towards what I'm going to do in my life. And in college, I'm not going to have, nobody's going to look the same. We're not going to look like the same people, so it's another step.
So you're off to India real soon.
Yeah.
And you're excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you got? Any other big plans? What does your future hold? What do you want to do?
I want to, well, I don't know specifically, but I want to major in international studies and political science, and hopefully I can do something that would give back to my community in a way that Summer Search did. So those are my plans so far, but I don't know a specific job that I want, a career.
Well, you're doing great so far, and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And keep up the good work. And as you see, you'll find out more information about Summer Search. You see it at the bottom of the screen. We encourage you to be a part of that and find out more information about it. As you can see, it was quite transformative in the life of Regina. It could be quite transformative in your life. So make sure that you find out more about it, and we'll give you that information. We encourage you to stay